So the Daphne Ackhurst and the Norman Brooks Memorial and the two champs. So athletes are superstitious, and I reckon you're always going to get Novak and Victoria back if they keep winning, don't you, for this day? You keep doing the same things every year.
Well, I think the athletes like to say it's not superstition, it's just habit.
Yeah. Just transgressing for one sec, I want to ask you about Andy Murray, just quickly. I mean, he's obviously okay. He's only played the one tournament since the Davis Cup in September.
Right. He's ready. He's also been here for the past week, and he's been hitting up, having long practices, and their camp have informed us that he'd be 100% ready to play.
And I know Novak does so much in his foundation. He has a very, very successful foundation, but I want to congratulate you and Tennis Australia. It was a brilliant night on Wednesday night, and I hope Roger also felt it was a great night for him, because it really was a showcase of a great player and human being, I think.
Well, there's no question. Roger stayed for about 3 to 4 hours after the event, so he left in the early hours of the morning signing autographs. I think at the end he said his neck was stiff from signing all the autographs around the stadium, and we raised over $1 million for the night for both Roger Federer's foundation, the Australian Tennis Foundation. A great initiative, packed stadium, and what a moment. I mean,
Margaret Court looked not Margaret Court herself, but the arena looked very different. It was an amazing, maybe the most famous match ever there, Boris, on that court. Anyway, we'll say that for today, I reckon. So up they come, the two champs. This is terrific, Craig, to bring them through
Well,
Garden
it's nice
Square.
to be able to come up to Margaret Court Arena, a new facility, part of the redevelopment. And last year, if you remember, both of them were on the boat going down the Yarra River towards the Crown. And this is just, again, something different that our team have put together.
Novak had a remarkable year, in a way overshadowed by Rafa, but I mean, he won 7 titles. He's on a long winning streak. He hasn't lost. In fact, Josh was telling me today, his last 10 matches he's played, he's beaten 9 players in the top 10. He's won 24 consecutive matches, and Vicker beat Serena in 2 finals and won a Grand Slam, and they both had great years.
And that's how close both those top 2 players are, both the men's and the women's.
Yeah, absolutely. So they've really made this January in Australia very special for both of them, haven't they? I mean, Djokovic broke through here as a 20-year-old when he beat Tsonga in the final, beat Federer in the semi, and then, as we all know, he's had this long unbeaten run, and then Victoria as well. So they're about to arrive, eh? We're about to be joined by tennis royalty. Thanks, Craig.
Thank you.
I'll grab you back in a minute. Is that all right?
That's good. Thanks.
Terrific. Great to see you here, Boris. So, ladies and gentlemen, Novak Djokovic and Victoria Azarenka are our defending champions. Vika, lovely to see you. Congratulations on that. No, that's always great to see you. You too. That was fun. Come and join me. Come and join me at the front. Come and join us, ladies and gentlemen, Victoria and Novak. What's so funny, Novak? No, something you can't tell. The tram. How'd you handle? Have you been on a tram before?
Yes, I have, but I never had one operated by Novak. Yes.
Were you driving?
I was almost driving. I
was
thought,
gonging.
Yes, I was. I thought I would, but then as soon as I sat on a driving seat, everybody exited the tram. So I didn't want to drive by myself, I guess.
You both had terrific years. Strange years in one way because you don't come back as the #1 seeds, but you come back as champions. And you both had remarkable seasons. I mean, Novak, for you, I mean, you finished the season in such a great shape and you only lost 2 finals all year. They were big ones, I know. But how did you see your season in 2013?
Well, I have to say I was very satisfied with the year, especially with the end of the year. Of course, playing consistently well on Grand Slams and winning over 20 matches in a row in the last 2.5 months definitely gives me a great confidence boost and great wind in the back for start of this season.
And for you, Victoria, I mean, the last 2 seasons you've started so well. You've had unbeaten runs, and then last year was a very strong year. You had an injury at Wimbledon that came at the wrong time. I think you had a bit of an injury at the end of the year as well, but you had some great battles with Serena and you won a Grand Slam. I mean, how did you see 2013 for you?
2013 was a really successful year for me, winning a Grand Slam. I was really consistent in the other Grand Slams and had a great final at the US Open. And it was, I had a few injuries, but I think overall the season was pretty successful. I've done things I haven't done before, so I'm really happy with that, and I can't wait to start this year. I mean, it's already started, but to be back here at the Australian Open playing again.
Now, I know you never say you're defending, do you? You're not coming back to defend, you're actually starting a new tournament. I mean, what's your mindset like, Novak? Because you've been defending for a little bit longer than Vicky.
Well, we just spoke 10 minutes ago about the fact that we're getting used to making the pre-tournament pictures together for 2 years in a row as defending champions, and hopefully it can continue because I love the fact that we have the ceremony of the draw here with the trophies, where we get to touch the trophies and hopefully leave our prints up, for next 2 weeks and grab them in 2 weeks again. So, Australian Open is definitely my most successful Grand Slam, my favorite Grand Slam. I love spending time here, and it's a start of the season, so I think most of the players share the same opinion. We love the atmosphere, we love the easy energy that goes around, and of course the tennis fever that is in the whole Australia, and Melbourne loves sports and people appreciate and have a great knowledge about this sport. Sorry, so they come in big numbers and they support what we do, and of course for us it's a pleasure to perform.
Vicky, you came back to Australia after the US Open. I'm right in saying that. Did you go to Sydney in September?
In October, actually, yes. I made it to Sydney. I went to the X Factor, and I actually went to the part of the city where I've never been in Sydney, and I got to explore a little bit Australia as a tourist. So it was really fun, and I enjoyed it so much, and it was awesome.
And with the X Factor, is anyone from the X Factor coming out in the next 2 weeks? Is that something that is that?
I mean, there was 4 judges, so maybe one of them will definitely show up.
Okay. And you had a romantic year as well, Novak, didn't you?
Yes. Every year is a romantic year.
I'm not good at these things. These are the stats I don't keep. But did you get engaged?
Okay. I know what you meant.
Did you get engaged?
Yes, I did. I got engaged in September last year. Thank you. I don't have a ring.
And is there anything happening this year? Is there any date?
For me or for her? A question for me? Well, it might. Let's say it might. Still don't know. But since I got engaged, I haven't lost a match. So I guess that the wedding should come very soon. So I get a little bit more credit for that.
And one last question each. I mean, Novak, Boris is here today, and we're all excited about that. I don't think, I could be wrong, I don't think you've been here for a long time, Boris, actually, to this centre. But it's an exciting time in men's tennis with all these champions coming back to help champions, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's great to see Boris back, as elegant as ever. And, of course, he's a legend of our sport. He has achieved so much in his career. And you're right, he hasn't been in Australia for, 15 years, something like that. And so he's surprised to see how much has been done since then. And it's incredible facilities. And, of course, for me, it's an honor to have him alongside all my other team members. And we're going to try to make a success of our partnership. It's just the beginning, and the other side is great to see that other legends of the sports are also coming and trying to help, you know, the active tennis players in their careers.
And finally, Novika, you've made a couple of changes too, but not your main coach. A couple of other physio and trainer. Is that right?
Yeah, I have few new members in the team, and there are 2 girls, and they're just great energy people. You know, I think it's just important sometimes to have that connection, and I'm really happy with the team, and we had a lot of fun in the off season, and hopefully we'll continue to have fun during the season.
Ladies and gentlemen, media, so much history awaits our 2 champions. I mean, they can rewrite a little more Australian Open history over the next 2.5 weeks. You're always gracious with your time. We love having you here. Congratulations to both of you and good luck. All the best. Thanks, Novak. Now we need one shot, guys, because the AO Blitz. I'm not sure if you. So Parks of New South Wales is representing. Novak's representing Parks of New South Wales, and Vicky, you've got Miraduc here in Victoria. So we just need one shot of that, if that's okay. Here's the cameras here. So this has been a great initiative by Tennis Australia to take the Australian Open all around the country. So,
how far is Parks from?
Parks is a fair trip from Melbourne, but Miraduc, no, that's closer, Vika. That's a lot closer. You can make it to Miraduc on your day off. Yeah, Parks is a bit of a trip, but worth seeing.
After the tournament, I take a tram and
So after the tournament, Novak's going to take the tram to Parks. I'm not sure the logistics of all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Novak Djokovic and Victoria Azarenka. Good to see you, mate.